Hey everybody, guess what? We got some new stuff came in the mail. I bought some new tools for the shop and we're going to do a little unboxing today. So yeah, the whole kit that I wanted, they didn't have a kit that actually did everything I wanted it to do. So I actually bought two little kits. So we're going to get started, unbox these and take a look at what I bought. So you know, I've always been a corded tool guy. You know, my fine saw, my skill saws, my routers, jigsaws, everything have always been corded. But they've come such a long way with these 20 volt max batteries that I decided to go ahead and purchase a whole cordless set of tools. I've never had all these tools like this before, and so we're gonna get them. We're gonna do a review on them over time, and you know, but for today, we're just going to do an unboxing and take a look at these tools, start charging them, and hopefully get to using them on the next job. So let's just get started here. So they didn't have everything I wanted in one kit, so I bought a larger kit and this little small kit. This small kit I bought primarily just for the jigsaw. I wanted a cordless jigsaw. I still use a jigsaw a lot out in the jobs. This is probably going in the van for the most part, but you know, if you look behind me here, I left all that real estate up on that wall there. That's going to be to hang all these cordless tools along there and build a shelf for a docking station for all the batteries. So that's kind of the plan there. Everything's subject to change in my world. Nothing ever works out quite like I planned it. So let's just open this baby up here, take a look at these tools. Alright, so we got paperwork, router wrenches. So this set comes with a little router, which, you know, on first glance feels pretty solid. It's got a nice plexiglass base on it, feels pretty good. I don't know how they're going to make that motor spin so fast like a real router, or I guess it is a real router, but like a corded router. I'm a little router heavy now. I've got 6 different routers now. All right, it comes with one 20 volt 5 amp hour battery, and that's pretty much all this comes with. Comes with a battery charger for a docking station and the jigsaw. Let's take a look at that. So that feels like a really nice tool also. It feels solid. It's got a nice rubber grip handle on it. You know, I watched a lot of videos and did a lot of reviews on different tools, and you know, I know DEWALT is not the absolute best, but I've always used a lot of DEWALT tools. You know, I've always had DEWALT drill and driver. I've always had the drill and driver, but not all these other tools. So, now this one actually, this old 18 volt with the big battery, I've been using this for probably 6 or 7 years. It's been a good drill. One of the batteries crapped out on this, so I only got one battery. So that's all that comes in that box. Put that over there, so I got that. I got the router, the charger, and the battery, and all the tools and paperwork that goes with that. So I'm going to set those aside for right now and get that other box up here. I don't want to knock them off. I only have a small bench here. This is just a makeshift bench I made. I'm actually in the process of making a nice assembly table and a workbench out of this old welding table here that will be able to take the top off and still use it for a welding bench. Okay, here it is. The big mamma jamma. We're going to open this baby up, see what we got. Alright, so this comes with a skill saw, a drill, a driver, a fine saw, a grinder, and a Sawzall. I really didn't think I needed a Sawzall. I don't use them a whole lot on the job, but the kit came with it. I didn't get the one with the radio and the flashlight and all that other stuff. Okay, so. Well, it all comes inside of the bag. So I knew it came in the bag, but I didn't realize it all came in the bag. So it's all in the bag. Let's open that sucker up. Okay, so there's the first tool. We have the fine saw, and that feels, they all feel pretty heavy duty. I'm hoping I can do repairs and cut vents in and use it around the shop for whatever I might need. So this is the chargers and batteries. Set that aside. There's the drill. You know, it actually, comparing it to my other drill here, I don't think it's quite as good. It's newer, but this has got metal parts on it. It just seems this is a much better drill right here. This is a 20 volt max also. The batteries should all be interchangeable, but the drill is certainly not as high quality as the older one that I have here. And there's the driver. Small, compact, feels pretty good. It's got metal parts on it. That feels like it might be comparable to the little driver that I have. Okay, a cordless grinder. Really not sure about that. I've used grinders quite a bit. I have a couple of other DEWALT corded grinders, but this might work good for small stuff and smaller projects. This I definitely wanted. So that is a cordless skill saw, and you know, we have a project coming up here. This actually has a heavy-duty plastic guard on it, and this is all metal up here. So it feels like a pretty good saw. I think it's going to work pretty good for what we're doing. But I have a project coming up where I'm planning to put that to a lot of use. Then we have the Sawzall, which compared to my, just at first glance, compared to my Milwaukee heavy-duty tools that I have two Milwaukee. One's very old and worn out, one's pretty good, we keep it in the van, a Milwaukee heavy-duty Sawzall. This is definitely a topper junior compared to that. It's not going to do the work that well, but might be good for doing some smaller stuff. And that's it for the bag. And it comes with the bag. We'll keep the bag in here. Like I said, the tools are going to be charged here and hanging up here, and then we'll take them with us in the morning as we go, load the bag up with what we want or need for that job. So, there's all the tools. Let's open this little bag of goodies here and see what we got. I'm wondering if they gave me any saw blades or anything. There's a handle. There's the paperwork for all the tools. There's the charger or the docking station. So here we have a 4 amp hour battery, a 2 amp hour battery, and then the other one came with a 5 amp hour battery. So we're going to have 3 batteries to work with, 3 different sizes. And I actually have these 2 other 20 volt max, doesn't say what amp hour they are on there, but these should all be interchangeable, and I'm going to find out here in a minute. So we have 2 of these other older batteries too. don't see a blade for the skill saw. Okay, we got a grinding disc for the grinder, a wrench. We have one fine saw blade here. And it's just a standard wood cutting DEWALT brand, not the kind we use. We actually buy fine saw blades, and we buy the bimetal type so we can, if we hit a nail or something, we're not dead in the water right off the bat. Okay, so let's just go ahead and put that grinding disc on there. Since it came with it, I'll probably be taking that guard off because I'm not really a guard guy. Well, let's see if this has a little stopper right there. That's good. There's that. Let's see if there's any power in this baby. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that feels pretty good. Has a little bit of torque when you start it up. There's that. Okay, so I rounded up some things for these tools here. So this does not fit a 7 1/4 inch blade. This is a 5 1/2 inch blade I had here. It's got little spacers, so it worked on the 5/8 arbor. So that went in pretty good. You know, it has an Allen wrench you tighten it on with. I'm not really used to that. I'm used to having a regular wrench for that, but you know, this works. You just got to make sure you got your Allen wrenches, which we usually do keep those handy in the van and in the shop here, definitely. So, you know, with a 5 1/2 inch blade, I measured it. You get about 1 5/8 cut on this, which is enough to go through a 2x4, which is going to be good for what anything I'm going to be doing with it. So there's that. You know, I dug up a metal blade for this. Easily change. You just flip that thing up like that, pull it in and out, and it seems to bite really well. I'm going to plug that in and try that out. I'll try that out. I got my driver here with a Phillips head bit. I'm going to try to drive some screws with that. I put a drill bit in the drill. We're going to try that out. I put a 1/4 inch round over or bullnose bit in the little router here. I'm going to try that out. I really like the adjustment on this. So you do that little clip there, and then it's got these little dogs right here. You push down with your thumb, and basically you turn it, and it's pretty darn precision, and adjust that where you want it. Then that actually locks it into place pretty good right there, and then this permanently locks it, so it's solid as a rock. So I'm going to be trying out that. The jigsaw, you know, I'm just going to stick in the jigsaw blade that they gave me with it. Usually I use the Bosch saw blades, but it's the same T-shank that fits in a Bosch or most of the other newer type jigsaws. So easily changed too, no tools needed. You just flip that out like that, you slide it in, and you lock it down, and that seems to lock it in place pretty good. The only thing I heard about these on the reviews that was bad is if you try to go backwards, it knocks it out of the guide. But you know, you shouldn't be going backwards with a jigsaw. You should be going forward with it. So that doesn't bother me at all. So I got that. The fine saw blade, you already saw me do that. That's a simple little, just pull this down and it pops the blade loose. That's easy, and I got the grinder all hooked up. So, okay, I'm gonna get some materials out and we're gonna do a test to see how well these things actually cut. I think I'm gonna start off with the Sawzall and cut off a little bolt with that. So let's just stick a battery in there and head over to the vise. So just so you know, these are the charges that came on these batteries. I haven't charged them up at all, so they come pre-charged a little bit. So here I have a 1/4 inch, 1/4 CAD plated little bolt. Just gonna cut, see how this does on that. Not too bad. Well, that seemed to work just great for anything I'm going to be doing with that, and it probably will handle a lot bigger jobs than that. All right, so I'm going to try out this skill saw here on a chunk of fir It's almost a 2x6 that I got laying around. Let's just see how well it blows through that. Pretty good. I don't like the way the guard flipped back on me. Let's just do that again. Works great. Usually when I'm doing those, I'll two-hand it and I will actually hold the guard up as I'm cutting so it doesn't make my thing. So let's just try a piece of, I got a piece of hardwood here. It's a piece of oak hardwood flooring. Let's just see how it does on that. So that's going to handle any jobs that I have for that little saw. Take the battery out of that. I seem to be using this 5 amp hour battery on everything so far. Let's just plug that in, and I've got that adjusted with that 1/4 inch roundover bit. Let's just see, let's just put a bullnose on there, see what we come up with. So that is pretty nice also. Very smooth. I like it. For handheld small projects, that's going to be great. Let's try out the drill. I'm sure the drill is going to be just fine. A little drill bit with a countersink. That's on 1. Let's see fast speed here. Oh yeah. That's going to be kind of nice. That works just fine. So let's go get a 3-inch honker and see if we can put in a big screw with that thing. Alright. We're just going to drive this sucker in there with no pilot bit. No pilot. See what we get. Not bad. That's going to be more than I need it for. If I need more than that, I'll go to my corded drill. I think that's going to be just fine. The other one I have works just fine, and that one does too. Okay, next, the fine saw. I'm going to try that on a piece of hardwood. Okay, this is with the little wood blade that was supplied with this thing. I'm sure the fine saw blades might be a little better. This is pretty sharp though. Let's just see what we get here. Coming loose in the vise. That's what I would expect out of a fine saw. That worked great. You know, when if you've seen my videos, you know, go back and look. When I do repairs on floors, I take a little skill saw and I actually get it started with that first. Then come back with this, and that was just fine. Okay, let's try out this grinder, this DEWALT cordless grinder here. Let's see how it does. This is brand new, right out of the box. It's got the grinding disc that they supplied. I have the guard on it, which will probably be coming off because that's the way I use my tools. So let's just take this bolt that I have right here and see how well we can grind her down a little bit. That's gonna be great. Yeah. Cut that bolt right off. Okay, that's a good test. I'm only going to test this on this piece of 3/4 inch oak that I got here. I mean, I'm sure it will cut a 2x4, but really I'm not going to be cutting a lot of 2x4s. 3/4 inch oak is a pretty darn good test for this saw. So let's just give her a whirl here. Holding it by hand. So that's with the DEWALT blade that came with it. I'm sure it'll do better when I put a nice jigsaw blade in there, but you can see it blew through that no problem. That's gonna work great. All right, so the last thing I wanna make sure of is, do my old batteries fit all the new tools? And there you have it. So everything's compatible. So now, with all in total, I have 3 chargers and 5 batteries to run these tools. So, pretty good shape. Yeah, I just thought I'd show this before I finish out this video. We got this old Powerhouse saw here. I love that saw. I've been using that saw for so long, I don't even know how long. This one I inherited from an old guy, this old sander. I really don't use it much anymore, but it still works like a champ. It's a Black & Decker. I've got this old Black & Decker drill here. It only goes up to 3/8 chuck, but it works like a top, and you can drill anything with that. And one of my old Bosch Jigsaws, you know, you have to put the screwdriver in the top to change the blade. But this is the second one I bought. The OG one that I have, I literally have had it for 35 years. It went to the bottom of Puget Sound one time. I fished it out with a magnet and got it back out of the bottom. So, you know, these tools here, they are not obsolete. They still work great, and I'll still use them in the shop here a little bit. I can guarantee you, when I'm dead and gone, and those tools are dead and gone, these tools will still be around. So there it is, folks. This is my new set of DEWALT tools. Get your jigsaw, your skill saw, your router, Sawzall, drill, a driver, a fine saw, and a grinder. 2 chargers, 3 batteries. So this was 2 kits, like I told you. You know, the jigsaw and router coming as 1 kit, and all these tools coming at the other kit. All together, it's about 900 bucks. Is it worth it? You know, I've got about 5 more years of full-time employment doing the floor business. So I figure, you know, anything that's going to make my job a little easier down the road, and I'm hoping this set will last me the next 5 years, and it probably will. So, yeah, that's going to be it. You know, just look forward to in the future, I'm going to redo this bench. I'm going to make a nice hardwood top on it. It's going to be all oak, made out of hardwood for the bench here. And I'm going to redo that wall there, and all this DEWALT and cordless stuff will be hanging up over here on this wall over here. That's coming up down the road. But that's going to conclude this video on my DEWALT tools, and an unboxing and a test. Can't really do a review because I haven't had them long enough, but that'll be coming up. If you see anything you like, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.